Cities can be dangerous, and not everywhere you can walk around without fear of trouble. In some parts of the world, going to the grocery store is like going on an adventure, with an unknown outcome. For obvious reasons, the most dangerous cities are not located in the most prosperous countries, although there are exceptions to this rule. The magnificent city of Caracas, the capital of Venezuela, has been considered one of the most dangerous in the world for many years. And in recent years, the situation has been getting worse and worse due to the hyperinflation of the Venezuelan currency and, as a result, the extreme impoverishment of the population. The Colombian capital Bogotá is not far behind. Here, unlike Caracas, there are safe areas during daylight hours. However, locals prefer not to carry even cell phones with them, because there is a high risk of parting with the device on a voluntary basis. Part of the problem is caused by the fact that almost 90% of Bogotá is occupied by slums, where you definitely shouldn't go. Ciudad Juárez, a Mexican city that ranks first in the world in terms of the number of murders per capita. Ironically, it is located on the opposite side of the river from El Paso, one of the safest cities in the United States. The capital of Honduras, Tegucigalpa, is also on the list of the most dangerous cities in the world. It is not recommended for anyone to go out at night, especially for people of European appearance, who can immediately be seen as foreigners. Tegucigalpa is constantly shaken by the wars of local gangs that share spheres of influence and territory. Johannesburg, located in South Africa, is not too far behind. In general, South Africa is still very tense, caused by the long-standing ethnic conflict between the black and white populations, and Johannesburg is considered the most dangerous city in the country. People of Caucasian appearance are doubly dangerous here, especially in the city center. The outskirts are more respectable and safe. There is a city in Pakistan called Karachi. It sometimes attracts particularly desperate expats because you can live well here for $400 to $500 per month, but all the advantages are negated by the fact that the former Pakistani capital is among the top most dangerous cities in the world. Contract killings, kidnappings, shooting in the streets, there is an abundance of all this. And again, South Africa. Only this time we will talk about the capital, Cape Town. The crime situation here is a little calmer than in Johannesburg, but still remains extremely tense. The country of Somalia has long since lost all signs of a state, falling apart into a handful of territories claiming independence. The city of Mogadishu, which is still the capital of Somalia, is a haven for pirates and robbers of all stripes. Even teenagers here are armed, and grenades and assault rifles are sold in the market alongside bananas and rice. The few hotels for foreigners are protected by round-the-clock and heavily armed guards, high walls and fortified machine gun towers. Brazil is generally unsafe. How can it be safe in a country where every city has terrible slums, favelas? It is dangerous everywhere, in Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, and Brasilia, but the most dangerous Brazilian city is Maceió. This resort town only seems attractive in the photo, but in reality the number of murders per capita is off the charts. The Iraqi capital Baghdad has also long been firmly established in the ranking of the most dangerous cities in the world. Unfortunately, the city with a long history, insanely beautiful, has now turned into a seething cauldron, and its streets are still periodically hit by fighting. The most dangerous city in the world in all respects is San Pedro Sula, another city in Honduras. It has the highest murder-to-population ratio, and the police are virtually powerless. Even if you are an experienced and brave tourist, you do not need to go here. The Mexican resort town of Acapulco is sung in numerous frivolous songs. It is indeed very beautiful here, but tourists always attract those who do not mind living at their expense. The flow of tourists to Acapulco, by the way, does not subside, despite the fact that this city is one of the most dangerous in the world, according to statistics. Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea, is also not very hospitable. A hotel room covered with mold and equipped with a rusty fan costs about $100, and most of the streets are dangerous at any time of the day. The Colombian city of Cali is very beautiful, which attracts tourists who fly here like moths to a flame. In fact, the colonial architecture hides a dark reverse side of Cali, and this city disputes the most dangerous city in the country in Bogotá. The country of El Salvador has a capital called San Salvador. Leaving aside the question of the richness of the imagination of the locals, let's just say that this city is the most dangerous in this country, and in terms of crime, it is comparable to the aforementioned Tegucigalpa. The Yemeni city of Sana'a has also been firmly entrenched in this dubious ranking for the past decade. The political instability of the state, coupled with its poverty, has led to the rapid development of crime in these parts. In the Republic of Guatemala, the capital is the city of the same name, Guatemala City, which is the most dangerous in this country. It is very beautiful, there is no doubt about it, but due to the country's poverty, neighborhood with Honduras and significant social stratification, it is very uneasy here. Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, is another place where you definitely shouldn't go if you don't want to suddenly part with your life. The Taliban still regularly organize terrorist attacks here, and foreigners are often the priority target. These are all the cities for today. There are still many more interesting facts and places to come, so subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like it. See you next time.